You know, it's amazing just how much places change with the passage of time. And in this programme, well, we're going to bring you a compilation, images from around Swindon of the past compared to those of today. We'll be taking a journey around many of the town's familiar locations and comparing the images from years gone by to those that we recognise from today. Many of the buildings still remain, providing a link with the past, as all around has been transformed, from Regent Street to Market Street, to the railway station and Fleet Street. The Swindon Society, and in particular Jean Allen, have provided us with those unique historic pictures from Swindon's past. So let's begin by comparing some of those with the pictures of today, the pictures that we recognise. Let's start in this area, the area around Bridge Street. With the help of the Swindon Society, we're stepping back in time to Swindon of yesteryear. A selection of images then and now from around the town. Our then picture takes us back to 1925 and the tram centre. The Oxford Hotel is to the left, Steddon Simpson's shoe shop is to the right. As we move forward in time, 74 years later, there have been a fair few changes. Steddon Simpson's now closed, the building shown in the throes of demolition. The road in which the trams once ran has now been pedestrianised. A constant flow of traffic now passes this site. Well, here again is a picture of the tram centre, this time a view from 1957. The building to the left where the Oxford Hotel once stood is the site of Burton's the Tailors. The shop was built in the 1930s. 42 years later, the building still stands. Having since been a toy shop, the location is once again the site of a public house. It now goes by the name of the Footplate and Firkin. Well, here's a location that certainly has a look of familiarity about it. We're looking along Canal Walk at the junction with Regent Street and Bridge Street in the 1960s. The building to the right houses the offices of the Inland Revenue and provides us with a reference point as we move forward 3 decades. The construction of the Brunel Centre and the David Murray John Tower dwarf the modern scene. Swindon's early pedestrianisation project still keeping the streets clear of motor vehicles. Well, it's the same location and a view of what is now Canal Walk taken back in 1957. The building to the left was the town's Lloyds Bank. The cottages to the right were some of the first to be demolished when the redevelopment of the town centre was given the go-ahead. 42 years pass and we're transformed into a thriving town centre. Where brick-built cottages once stood, there are now offices. The whole site is dwarfed by Wiltshire's second tallest building, the Murray John Tower. This is Bridge Street and a view from 1906. One of the corporation trams is approaching the tram centre. Behind it, the sign Public Benefit provides us with a reference point as we jump forward an incredible 93 years to 1999. Where there was once a wealth of family-run businesses, there's now a whole host of pubs, many of them run by major chains. The street has given way to pedestrians, but with them comes a whole range of clutter. Streetlights, telephone kiosks, rubbish bins and trees. Well, for our final picture, once again we find ourselves at the tram centre. We're looking east along Fleet Street at the junction with Bridge Street in the year 1905. The upstairs bay window to the left provides a reference point as the years fade away. 94 years have just disappeared. Where the crowds once shopped, the traffic now flows. In the distance, a sign of the times as the street appears to be dwarfed by one of the many office blocks. remembering the Swindon of yesteryear with the help of the Swindon Society, a glimpse of Swindon through the years.